There was once an eternal world, before the creation of the living world, Soul Society, and Mundo. In that age, creation existed in ambiguity. Nothing could progress or retreat, all things stagnated. At this age, things could even take 100 million years to cool down. This world, which was rather curious, was covered by a great primordial ocean, or primordial sea, Gensho no Umi. But this chaotic world was not empty, occupied by both hollows and humans, and would become the home of special beings like Ichibe Hyosube, the ancestors of the 5 great noble houses, and other strange beings. When Yuha recounted the events of this ancient world, he mentioned the darkness terrifying enough to threaten the universe. If we cross-reference this with the novels Can't Fear Your Own World, then he was likely referring to the great hollows which were on their way to consuming all souls and becoming a great menace, an incident which would have brought the world to a complete standstill, had it not been for the great being Adonaios, who was birthed from the universe, and could destroy the hollows, turning them to sand. Adonaios would make the primordial sea his new home, and so would his eventual offspring, Yuha-Baha. Now, what exactly is this primordial sea?
Bankai. 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 It's been a while, hasn't it?
In different beliefs, primordial seas are ancient waters which once filled the entire universe, and oftentimes the gods are born from these waters. In some iterations of Egyptian mythology, Nun, the great primordial ocean of chaos, gave birth to Atum, whose actions would then lead to the birth of the gods. And Bleach has very similar themes, with primordial beings or godlike entities like Ichibe and the Reyo, Adonaios, being born from the primordial ocean, or simply being manifested from the universe in some way. Primordial seas also represent possibilities, and in Bleach, the Soul King made the 3 worlds, Living World, the Soul Society, and Mundo, from the primordial sea. And it seems like the process involved Adonaios dipping a blade into the waters, which might be a reference to the Japanese ancient gods Izanagi and Izanami, who dipped their spears, the Amino Nuboko, into the waters to create land. In Bleach, this is how Adonaios' power gave birth to the worlds, which involved the use of his almighty or great power. Now, to understand the composition and magnitude of this primordial sea, there was no separation between life and death. Therefore, the dimensions which hold humans, soul reapers, and hollows did not exist. These massive dimensions with their own space-time, numerous stars, and distant galaxies were all a part of the primordial sea. And so if the Soul King is killed or the balance of souls is destroyed, everything will collapse, break apart, and merge back into the primordial sea. This is why Yuha aimed to remove the Soul King, and when that didn't work, he decided to absorb the Soul King, become God, and physically merge the realms into one. And this merging of everything into one would have returned all of existence to primordial soup or primordial sea. Towards the end of the 1000-Year Blood War, the author also drew end-of-chapter illustrations depicting the destruction of planets and other celestial bodies on both sides of the scale. Therefore, even planets, stars, solar systems, and galaxies would be destroyed. Furthermore, even the Garganta, which holds all of the dimensions, would also be destroyed. The Garganta is the infinite space-time structure which holds all other dimensions, something I'll cover in another episode, but this means that even infinite space-time structures would break apart to go back and form the primordial sea. Thus, the primordial waters is a complex mixture from which different types of matter, energy, and even space-time can be created. Unlike many primordial waters from mythology, which are boundless or infinite, the Bleach primordial sea would have also contained infinities, which I will come back to after expanding on every single realm within the Bleach universe. We will even discuss higher dimensions and dimensions which are stated to exist outside of time. So if you guys really want more episodes, make sure you shoot the likes through the roof. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe as well. And the more you support this video, the quicker the other episodes will drop. Cheers.
挽回の夏。挽回観音開き。紅ひげ改め。